Russ boy here. Hope you're all well. Thought I'd check in a bit earlier today and give you a heads up for the weekend and get you perhaps some information that will help you over the coming weeks and even months perhaps. So I've entitled this Easy Way to, I think, I can't remember now to be honest, but something like that. Because this comes down, this is about exercise definitely to start with, but it probably leaks into other areas if you're trying to lose weight and lose fat and get fitter and that sort of thing. Because I'm going to ask you something, and you need to be honest when you listen to this. Are you tolerating where you are at the moment? What does that mean? Are you allowing yourself to not improve? So improvement can come in many forms. If we look at, let's take running as an example. If you're consistently doing 5k in 45 minutes, and that hasn't changed, morning Paul, and that hasn't changed for weeks and months, you're tolerating the fact you're not improving. If you're consistently lifting 100 kilograms in a deadlift and hasn't changed for months, you're tolerating it. You're putting up with not improving. You're kidding yourself that you're working out, and you are, that's good, and you're improving, but actually deep down, are you actually improving? If you're throwing a kettlebell around and you've consistently been using a 16 kilogram kettlebell for the last 6 months, are you tolerating, are you allowing yourself just to stick with it and not improve? And it's the same when it comes to your fat loss or your weight loss. If you're losing the odd pound here and there and putting the odd pound back on again, are you actually improving? Are things moving in the right direction? Are you tolerating? Because there's that lovely saying I like to keep repeating, that nothing changes if nothing changes. So if you're allowing yourself to just dawdle along, but you want something more for yourself, how are you going to change that? Well, it's simple. You got to take some advice. You know, I'm plugging myself here, but you've got to take some advice. If you're not sure how to get your 45-minute 5 kilometre run down to 40-minute or 35-minute or 30-minute, if you're not sure how to lose £2 a week consistently, if you're not sure how to lift more in a deadlift, if you're not sure how to swim further, if you're not sure how to do any of those things, and you've been putting up with it for the last 6 months, a year, 2 years, stop it. Stop tolerating it unless you're happy being there. But if you're happy being there, then don't complain when you don't make improvements. You can't have it both, you see? You know where we're coming from here. So you've got to stop tolerating where you're at if you're not happy with it. And you've got to take some help. You've got to take some advice. You've got to surround yourself with people who can help you push you forward. Because to be honest, it's really easy to get from 45 minutes to 40 minutes for a 5k. It takes some work, but it isn't doing what you think you should be doing. It probably isn't. You're probably just running regularly without actually doing anything about it. And that in itself is an achievement, so yeah, pat yourself on the back for that. But if you genuinely want to improve, why the hell are you accepting it? Why the hell are you tolerating where you're at? So if you want the easy way to improve whatever it is, improve your weight loss, improve your measurements, i.e. reduce the tape measure on the size of the tape measure, if you want to lift heavier, if you want to run faster, if you want to swim longer, if you want to get up the stairs quicker because you're just knackered every time you do it. If you want to improve those things, take action, change. You've got to change something. And if you're not sure what it is you've got to change, you've got to ask. Paul, you're asking there, thanks for the question. Do you think £2 a week is realistic, achievable, as it's 1,000 calorie a day deficit? Well, it's definitely achievable. But you need to, it depends on where your starting point, Paul, is. If your starting point is 2,000, you need to only eat 1,000 calories a day, then no, that's not healthy. You've got to have more than 1,000 calories a day. So the way you increase that deficit is by doing more exercise. But 1,000 calories a day is, because it's going to come from exercise as well. You can't just do it by not eating. By eating less, I should say, because 1,000 calories for anybody, male or female, isn't enough long term. It's not sustainable. But £2 a week is a nice, steady, healthy weight loss, which everyone should be able to achieve. But it's knowing what to do. Yeah, it's the long game, Paul. I mean, you know what, if you want to go for £1 a week, in a year's time, you're £52 down. And I think, Paul, knowing you, Paul, as I do, £52 in a year, I think that'd be an amazing effort, amazing result for you. So yeah, go for the long game, buddy. But you know, guys, so back onto, if you want to make those changes, ask the questions like Paul just done. Ask questions, get help, how to make changes. Stop tolerating where you're at, because where you're at, you're not comfortable with. Because if you were comfortable with it, you wouldn't be looking for solutions. So the very fact you're looking for solutions, you're looking for help, but not sure where to go, means you're not comfortable where you are. If you're not comfortable where you are, then change. I will leave you with that lovely saying, which I repeat many times a week, if not a day, to clients and myself: if nothing changes, then nothing changes. Guys, have a great Saturday. Enjoy your weekend, although I will speak to you tomorrow. But for now, Russ boy.